It's your girl Olivia again. Welcome to another episode of the Casual Room Discussion. Suicide is more evident among university students. And why? What's the cause? But before we get into that, let me allow my guests to introduce themselves to you.
Good evening, guys. It's your boy again, BARBIE, and over to my guy here.
Back to the show. Yeah, it's about Chibike again.
I am new here, I'm Promise.
Good evening, guys. I'm Vera Mai, and I'm new to the show.
Smoking hot.
Welcome to my new guest. So today we'll be discussing about a very tangible topic that people used to neglect so much.
Yeah.
So this topic is even the sound alone, even the pronunciation, or even the onomatopoeia is given. So this
I'm touched.
In places that matter.
this is about dates. Hi.
Is it exactly that?
Yes,
I mean,
I think.
Or is it suicide?
Yeah, it's suicide.
Wow.
Suicide.
like,
Yes.
you're being smart these days. I like that.
Seriously.
I mean, your brain finally worked. It took so long.
So
My God.
our discussion today will
Thanks,
be
okay,
on
see.
suicide, especially specifically
Yes.
Students.
students. Yes, young people, like
Exactly.
early 20s. Like, what is happening,
Like,
especially in university?
I see.
Like, what is that thing they're actually pursuing? What is that thing that could make them to even take their life?
Yeah, it's a big question.
That's
What's
a very
the pressure?
You know what? I think I'm
that-
going to roll the dice, Chibike. Well, you know, I will always vote you. Take the shot.
No, Anna. I think actually academic pressure is a very, very big contributor to that.
Academic
Yes.
pressure.
Yeah, because you see someone leaving his or her home around 7, then coming back around 5 in the evening. Then maybe that person has at least five or 4 assignments to do that night. You still have to plan for tomorrow, quiz, stuff like that, with lecturers trying to stress you to your last breaking points.
Okay, but suicide, suicide is not only just for university students. It's youth.
Yeah,
Generally,
in
yeah.
general.
Yeah.
So it's not just
Boy-
academic pressure. You're only coming from the view
Yeah,
of
I'm
students.
talking about students.
yeah, this is specifically for students.
students.
Because
For students.
okay, now when I first entered this school, I've not even schooled up to a month here. I've heard of a guy, David Obono or something, whatever.
Yeah.
He took his life for what? I can't even fathom what is the problem. I can't even story was coming here and there,
Yeah,
from
me-
here and there. Then that second semester, the first semester of my year 1, have not even come to an end. I heard of another suicide again.
Yeah, and it's mainly during all this when exam is coming or during exam time, something like that.
Oh, when they give deadline, may we pay school fees sharp. I go talk and VC come collect me. I go talk and. See, guys. Let me tell you guys a story. I used to know this guy. I no go talk in faculty sha before VP starts to look where you know dey. Now this guy came very early to a lecturer's class.
Okay.
He had the high hair. He's an entertainer. You don't expect an entertainer not to look like the industry wants him to look.
Represent
Exactly, you've got to represent your brand. It's pure business.
Yeah.
Now this guy had a high point hair. The lecturer is bowed, definitely jealous, maybe because he lost his youth when he didn't have to. Well, I'm not the one who asked him to wank though. Please censor that. I hope it doesn't make the cut, but let's keep on going. Now this guy came in quite early for this class, and the lecturer had to look at him head to toe to tell him, I'm sorry, but you will still have to fill this course again.
Wow.
Just for a hairstyle that wasn't even braids. It was never braided. Now tell
Very
me.
high.
Exactly. Now tell me, if I was somebody
Pure
or that
wickedness.
guy with some kind of weak mental strength, I would go home, sit my ass down, and then say, okay, fine. I'm here for this degree. I'm trying to better myself, trying to make myself more than a brand. And somebody's out there telling me that my efforts are futile. Hell no, it's not going to happen, Guy, that's when I'll start taking drastic measures. That's when I'll start thinking about things that shouldn't be done. It doesn't make no sense. People, that's one cause of depression. School.
Then
But I actually think for students, academic pressure is not the only contributor
Yes.
to suicide. Family problems. There are some students that if they should share their family problems with you, if they should relate it to you, like
Yeah.
you literally shed tears. I think one of the greatest contributors to suicide among students is family pressure, family problems. There are people financial problem.
But as we are in university now, we are actually doing life. So I also feel like why students commit suicide is not being properly grounded at home. You get, because you don't expect life to be easy for you.
Yes.
You get. So when you're out in the university, you are doing life.
Yeah,
So if you're seeing a little, and it's not this thing that will make
Yeah,
you like that will
lots of
grow
shaggers.
into what you will be tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you're not strong enough, I feel like
You shouldn't be
mentally-
here.
yeah, you shouldn't be here.
Strength, yeah.
Because that's
You shouldn't be
actually you shouldn't be here
But
because
this
that's what,
life-
that's what they are teaching us. That's what we are trying to grow into.
Yeah,
But-
and sometimes I think the whole thing has some kind. We have to make some environmental reference because if you notice, these are our Gen Z. Gen Z na people. Just in case you guys don't know, Gen Z na people. Where them born from 2000 to wherever we die. I don't know.
I heard that this new one actually said after Gen Z you have Alpha or something like
Guy, you're
that.
taking my life. Stop it.
Ah.
Now back to what I was saying. Gen Z. This is serious. I don't even know why you're making me laugh. Stop it.
You should put a
Gen
smile on
Z.
that face again.
Stop it. People are dying.
Who knows if you are suffering from depression?
I'm not next. Stop.
Yeah,
No.
you won't even know if someone is suffering from
You
it.
guys stop looking at me like I'm next.
I don't.
No. You know I can't do that.
Please, do people think I'm next?
No, it's not even on the face.
I'll be here on the next show.
No, actually, people that suffer from depression
Thank
actually
you.
they're always happy.
These people they don't
Yeah.
Yes.
You won't even-
Yes.
They don't look it.
like serious.
Yeah, they don't look it.
So it may be. I don't
You know what?
I'm not
From the
saying-
next show, I'll start looking it just to prove to them that I'm not.
But do you think it's only about like school pressure?
Nah,
That
It's
causes-
not really about. That's why
that causes-
you know you guys
that
actually
causes-
cut me off because I was
yeah,
about
causes,
making some environmental reference.
Okay.
You know,
Sorry, sir.
sometimes when you are exposed to an environment where you've got higher expectations but little resources to meet up to them, that's what we are suffering now. That's what our generation is suffering.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
why we keep on seeing people. Let's just say in 500 people, 100 people might get to do things that the remaining 400 can't do. That's when we develop that word oppression. Now imagine now I pull up in a rover and Chibike has nothing but some palms that
Wow,
he could fit in some brotherly insects inside and nobody could give a fuck about that, and he's just trying his best to meet up. That's when he'll start thinking about different ways to do different things that will actually make his life hot some way, and if those ones still don't work out, that's when you start thinking of depression, which doesn't make sense at the fucking end.
Unhealthy competition.
Exactly.
Yes. Unhealthy competition, like seriously.
You just
All these
That's
things
true.
are mental, and sometimes
actually,
it's just
it
difficult.
it also goes down to like the person's mental health ability, something like that. How
Yes, how you manage.
yeah,
Yes.
how strong you are.
Who they born me they mad from bed.
No, actually, some things actually contribute to it.
Yeah,
like all these
exposure.
I see some people actually go to class like this because maybe they failed in one or two courses. Now in their group chats, they always be trolling them, something like that. That person always be like, okay, why am I the outcast in this group?
Yes,
Everybody's now
exactly.
trolling them. So like, if that person is not mentally strong, now you can actually see that this person is
Inferiority
actually good.
complex also.
That thing will
Nice. She has a good
Inferiority
point.
complex.
Yes.
Inferiority complex.
So, but me, I think that we recently had a suicide case of recent time.
Yeah,
I heard one
Yes,
too, but
yes.
I didn't.
And there was a cause. It wasn't about school pressure.
Family,
It was a
Yes.
family something.
issue. Yes.
Can you help us with it? Like, what was the problem?
Okay, let me say.
Okay.
I heard
Yes.
they said
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the part where you take full responsibility of whatever you say on this show.
Yeah, I heard they say that's the
no,
right.
they said
Yes.
they said that his sister was meant to wed the following day and she died in an accident.
wow.
So he couldn't bear it and he took his life.
Hey, wait.
What I heard.
That's what I heard. Like he couldn't bear it and he took his
Rephrase.
life.
I'm just trying not to tell jokes from this.
No, sorry. Actually,
His sister was
Rest in
meant to
peace,
wed.
Danny. But
does it mean that
Wait
when
till be
people
this.
die, they actually like different
Yes.
stories? that
I
come?
think
That's
there
the
is more
problem.
to it.
yes, that's
I think there is more to that.
You've
story
stayed up to
because-
4 years in this school, right?
Yeah.
And you've seen, let me say, more than 3 suicide cases.
More
This
than.
last one, I'm very
More
certain
than.
like the
Without
Now,
everything
tell me.
notes, and after everything, you start hearing
Now
like.
tell me, for each one you've heard,
at least
how
I've heard
many
at least-
stories are tagged
Each
to
one
each
I've heard at
A
least
lot.
not less than
It's a
10.
lot of stories. So don't be surprised when she's heard something different and my host here has heard something
No,
different.
but that's
as
what
well.
I
What I heard
viral
was
story.
that
The viral
the
one.
family
Yeah, the
wasn't
viral one.
receiving attention from the family.
And also,
That's what I heard.
yeah, something
Yes,
and then also
attention
he
from
came-
the family.
He also came back to
Like
the
he
church.
feels like
He was not wanted.
Yes,
by the family.
by the
I'm
family.
going to be
And he also
He was
came to
less
the Lord.
placed.
He
Yes.
was more of like
Next.
rejected
By some
group of.
So I'm not asking, can family actually add to the problem of
Yes.
students in school for,
Yes.
for committing
Yeah,
suicide?
Yeah.
Family
Yes,
time.
there is this friend of mine. I think she was telling me, was it last week or so? I mean, last 2 weeks. She was telling me that she actually conceived in her heart to kill herself. I was like, why?
That's very
She was
deep.
telling me that she felt lonely. That,
So she made
that her
human
sister,
touch.
her only sister, that's like the only relative that she has, is not there for her. Like the sister barely sends her money. Like her rent is due, she doesn't know how to pay the rent.
Damn.
Her school fees, they recently gave us a deadline for.
It's on Sunday tomorrow.
Her school fees.
VP, nice
she
one, they
doesn't.
play.
She doesn't have anywhere or any source to get the money from. So, and she was telling me that she got tired and she just wanted to take her life, just to feel free. I just have to start.
Yeah, that's actually a very,
So,
I'm
very
telling you,
bad
I just
thing
have to
do.
start talking sense into her, making her see life from a different perspective. So, I think yes. Family
Yeah.
contributes when
Yes.
you feel left alone.
So
when you
the
feel
advice
lonely.
to the parents is for them to check up on their
Exactly.
children.
Yeah,
Because
Why
most
in
of our
school?
parents,
Because they don't care to call you.
exactly, they
They don't
don't
care.
care.
Okay, now they will send you 10,000 naira to manage for a month. 10,000
No,
naira.
Sad economy.
No,
When fuel is that much, I beg.
The moment I knew you were about talking about 10K, my lips changed.
I said some people thank you.
Yeah, seriously. In fact,
What of that? They said 5K.
But wait,
I am shocked.
they say on 10K.
Then they send me
How
10K.
did you like the
No
bill
wonder
that
they
day?
send
If you give me 2.5, I'm seeing like one painter of groceries.
I'm plenty berries.
No, actually, this is very true, sir. Because at least like this movie I watched, that is actually 13 reasons why
Yeah.
the parents after the girl committed suicide and then at a point she did a recording like what things that made her to like kill herself and then also things that made that she should have considered and not kill herself, something like that. And then
So,
okay.
sorry, do you think that frustration, like, some students don't have money to sponsor themselves in school?
Yeah.
Shey,
Yeah.
So, do you think that frustration of not having money could lead to depression?
Exactly.
Of course, yes.
Of course,
Like
yes.
it's totally agreeable.
Because for me, if you don't have money, like if you are frustrated, you can actually joke.
I think it should even be added to number
Let
one.
me tell you
Especially
It
something.
should be added to number one reason, like
Yes.
suicide.
Especially
See,
Rejection,
see,
loneliness,
see, I don't think,
and lack of purpose.
Yeah.
But you know that-
will actually
But
make
say,
you.
like this mistake, people, I don't know, but like from our point of view, I think that these two things are actually different: depression and frustration. People at times mistake them. to
Yeah,
be
I just wish
solution.
somebody could distinguish the
Depression,
two. Swears.
frustration.
So you can
Yeah.
actually help us with that.
Me?
Yeah, of course.
But as your living
Yeah,
encyclopedia.
she actually really want to.
No.
I think that's
Because
what-
I asked a question because I don't know it.
yeah,
I asked a question.
She had admitted.
Yes, I don't know it
the
because
victim, like you guys always ask me to explain rules.
no, now you can.
know now.
I don't know because for me, I was thinking that if you are
some people
frustrated
don't
in school,
know.
you don't have money again. You can actually withdraw, and that thing can actually amend everything. Instead of you being
let me
there
see
and
if
being
I let me
depressed.
see if I could sober myself into this. Okay, now I think. Please don't judge me. I think
I've already judged you. I'll bring the verdict.
you're next. I think frustration is when you've got problems that actually have solutions, but they are not there
In it.
at the moment. That's frustration to me.
One.
You're worrying about a current situation, it dey pain you on a full go for that, it dey pain you in Igbo, just in case you don't know, it dey pain you, but there's nobody there at that moment to help you. Now depression, I think depression is just you wait.
It's deeper than frustration.
That's the deeper
And
one.
frustration leads to depression.
Exactly.
So that's
Depression is an uncured state of frustration where you've woken up and you've been like, okay, there's no hope.
I know depression is
And
actually,
hope can't
from
come.
depression is straight to like suicide,
Yeah.
thinking of
Yes.
That's
ending
when
it
those-
all.
From depression, you start to withdraw.
Withdraw.
Nothing makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Even your passions, nothing would
hobbies,
ever. Your hobbies,
everything.
everything would not make sense to you. You would recline from
And
every
funny enough,
single
those people are
tie,
actually
every single
very,
friendship.
very
So,
lively when you look
I'm
at
actually
them.
imagining
they're trying
something
to
now.
cover up.
I'm actually imagining something now. This hike of school fees now. Okay, now Tinubu have signed a student loan,
Yeah.
and now the school have increased the school fees. What do you think will happen?
Frustration.
You know, I'm a student here. I don't think I should answer that question. If I should, the VC would come for me, which I don't want.
No, you're just saying no. You're not keep this
Actually,
question.
you know, I think maybe
What will happen? I mean, he's already got what he's got. Like, people are paying whether they can or not. You see people doing different things just to raise money before a
Yes.
deadline. Now talk about the stress they undergo
Giving you
Yes.
deadline with penalties.
You have to
with
start
with resources that are not even accessible. Like, you made an app that is having glitch.
up to now,
who does that?
Some people are not able to register their courses.
Nobody does that. Like, I can't work in a
And
society.
actually, people actually paid for that app.
Yes, I can't work in a
Yeah.
society where you've given me an instruction, but you can't give me the resources to guide me through. Omo,
It's
I
not
can't.
possible
It doesn't
now.
make sense to me.
That
At
doesn't
all.
tally now. I don't think so.
So I want us now to give us the solution, because this particular frustration, not having money, family problem, I mean family attention not giving, and not having, is it not having money? I said not having money, abi?
Yeah, you
not
actually
having
said
money.
that.
What could be the solution to all of
Okay,
these things?
I'll give you this one. You know, it's very hard to relate to situations that you've never been in.
Exactly.
That's
Yes.
So now,
That's
I've
very
never
true.
been depressed, so
Me, I have. No, I've not been. I've never
actually,
been.
and I wish I could share the app for you. I
Being
mean, you want
depressed
to witness it.
is a very, very deep stuff.
Yes.
Actually, it's just like
Maybe anybody that just feel frustrated, that person will just say, "I'm depressed."
depressed.
You don't know it, the meaning.
I've been frustrated.
That's why I see that place.
Because whenever you have that thing that you-
You guys like cutting me off. I don't know why.
Okay,
Sorry,
please.
Now back to what I was saying.
Yeah,
Why are they even worshiping you?
It's Barbie doing Barbie things.
Barbie.
This is Chibike.
That is name Barbie.
Nah,
Ah,
I think it's Chibike.
So please, it's hard to relate. And therapy is one thing that is very underrated in this country. I don't know.
I don't
You
think
people think
actually-
Africans were built to have the chest like the
Thank
apes who
you.
were our primates. Almost,
Don't
we
care
have
about mental
emotions
health.
too.
And if you look at the things now, the world population, the stats about suicide. Actually,
Yes.
African countries actually.
And the
leading
more
in
human
that.
beings evolve, there's more stress, there's more expectations.
And you know,
the weaker
with the
the
hardship in our own
mentality,
country.
exactly.
Yeah.
The weaker the mentality. So people actually need more checkup, more therapy, more resources, and many things. Like
the
know,
most
actually,
important money
life
is that
is
that
hard.
checkup.
exactly
actually-
that checkup is very essential.
Yeah.
Okay, I have something to say concerning the
The
solution.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like if you have a purpose, like
Yeah.
this is what you want, this is your goal,
Your
this is what
thing.
you're going for.
Yeah.
So if you have a purpose, I feel you won't be distracted by whatsoever.
Even if you are, not for long.
Yeah, okay, even if it's your family or maybe your whatever who wants to make you depressed or who wants to make you frustrated or anything. I feel if you have a goal, if you have a purpose, if you know you're going for this thing,
Yeah.
you should
But I want to
just
chip in
focus.
something. Sorry for cutting you.
Focus.
I want to chip in this question now.
Yeah.
Do you think that depression, like, has
A cure.
not even a cure, like specific thing that can cause depression? Like, some people can actually be depressed, but they don't know what they are suffering from.
No, one thing.
We've ruled past that already.
Yeah, but actually, I think the one thing is knowing the cause of your depression. Knowing
Yes.
the cause of your depression, that's number one key of it. Because actually, if you know the cause of something, then before you try to figure out steps to retrace, like how to retrace back, not to
And
be
another important solution, I think, something I think is a solution is don't take failure as your final bus stop.
Yes.
You've tried, and you keep failing. Just motivate yourself. At a point, chill, calm down,
Take a break.
take a break.
Recoup.
Take a break. You see this thing they say, all work and no play make Jack. It's true. Just chill. calm down.
Okay. So
Sometimes-
if you are saying that, what of this your faculty guy that committed suicide?
Ah, God.
He was actually playing.
You won't give me PTSD.
Hey,
Why?
now he was
No,
actually
but
playing. I swear.
Bukani, rest in peace. Bukani was
Amen,
going through a
no.
lot.
So
And I don't blame him for whatever I did because I'm not in his shoes. And that's why I get to say things like, if you are down there, talk to somebody.
That's what exactly.
Reach out.
It's true that some people.
I know everybody might not give you that listening
Yes.
ear, but there's got to be somebody. I know. Do you know why depressed people act like they are okay? Now to avoid questions like, "Omo, how you dey? Waiting dey so." If he look you head to toe, he be like, "Omo, this one go laugh me. Omo, this one go mock
Exactly.
me. Omo, this one fit carry my matter go give another
Another
person."
person.
Which doesn't make
Obviously,
sense
yeah,
because we dey
very
school
valid.
and students are very devious and evil sometimes. Now why they look
That's why I
Chike
say-
one eye, but I go take am sha. But that one aside,
Boy,
but please reach out to somebody,
you have a
talk to
point,
people,
yes.
have hobbies, build yourself, develop culture, have purpose,
Yeah.
and trust me, you'll be fine. And please, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Don't do
Exactly.
drugs.
Don't-
Bad one.
Don't do drugs.
so
Very bad.
Yeah, healthy habits all the way.
And actually, I think also avoid peer pressure.
Yeah.
No go talk say
That is
person dey
all.
oppress you. You and I no start the same
That's
time.
why I said it earlier.
I think that
You
peer
and I no
pressure,
start the
that one is
same
another- that one-
time. I dey tell you
At least
now.
if not, even if other things we have been saying are actually like contributing, but this peer pressure, yeah, you see someone actually because your roommate is actually
Especially in school, because-
a help 240k, you be like okay,
I have to belong. I have to belong. I have
Guy,
to
where una dey
belong.
see money abeg? I dey find groceries una dey find hair.
actually they will be so they
I swear, I
never
find
see food
those
chop.
berries.
They never see food chop. Person go like. He go tell you say this bros together. I don't actually know how they say it, but actually most say this is 350k.
Una dey play.
And you actually say boy because his friend is using 13 Pro Max. He wants to belong then.
So please, guys, this is what we have to say for today. Please, don't forget to subscribe. Please, please don't forget to subscribe. Please,
E get as e go be.
Subscribe.
like
Una know
and
this
share
place,
and
subscribe.
comment. Thank you.
Bye.